You're listening to Gratitude Space Radio. Discover more at gratitudespace.com.
Hey, welcome. So today we're diving into this really heartfelt piece by Chris Palmore called Cosmic Alchemy at 47. It's all about those unexpected friendships that, completely change our lives. So Chris Palmore kicks things off on his 47th birthday. And it's not just about the cake and candles, right? He sees it as this perfect excuse to just stop for a moment and take a real look back at his life's journey.
And right at the heart of this reflection is his friend and mentor, a guy named Bobby Koontz. That's Koontz, by the way. The whole piece is basically a massive thank you letter to him. It's really a tribute to how one single person can make such a huge difference.
So how did they meet? Well, it wasn't at some networking event or anything like that. It was totally unexpected. They connected by just sharing these little gratitude messages on an audio app that, it doesn't even exist anymore. Palmore has this great term for it, cosmic alchemy. It's that magical, kind of unexplainable way the exact right person just shows up in your life when you need them most. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how it all started. What matters is the incredible impact it had. I think we can all relate to that, right? Thinking about those key people in our own lives. Okay, so this friendship wasn't just about good feelings. It had real, tangible effects. Palmore gets specific here. He doesn't just say thanks. He actually maps out the real-world results of having Bobby in his corner. And this gets to the core idea of unseen impact. Seriously, think about it for a second. How many times has someone's belief in you opened up doors you didn't even know existed? That's exactly what he's talking about here.
And he's not being vague about it either. He lists actual concrete outcomes. An idea for a podcast? That turned into a full-blown tour. Writing books? That sparked a passion for creating art. And those professional connections? They turned into real deep friendships. It's like every one of these amazing things grew from the encouragement of just one person.
And he brings this huge idea down to one simple, perfect memory. It's not some huge, dramatic event. It's just an afternoon in Vegas, sun, some crazy wind, food, coffee, and laughter. It's a great reminder, isn't it? That the most important relationships are so often built on these small, seemingly ordinary moments.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, his personal story really has a universal message for all of us. It's a challenge to think about the quiet, unseen impacts people have had on our lives. The ones who opened doors for us that we didn't even see. All right, so all this reflection leads to something really cool, a call to action. Chris Palmore doesn't want us to just sit here and think about this stuff. He wants us to do something. He calls it the Random Tuesday Challenge. And the whole power of it is in the randomness. Anyone can say thanks on a birthday or a holiday, right? We expect that. But a message of appreciation on a totally random Tuesday, that hits different. That's when you know it's real, just pure appreciation with no strings attached.
Okay, so let's get personal for a second. As I'm talking, who popped into your head? Who is that one person, big or small, whose presence just really changed things for you? And now let's dig a little deeper. Can you think of one specific thing, a specific memory, maybe some advice they gave you, or just a small act of kindness that has really stuck with you all this time? All right, got someone? Got a memory? Good, because now comes the super easy part. This isn't some big, complicated project. Palmore breaks it down into a simple 30-second task. He even gives you the exact words to use. You don't have to stress about writing the perfect message. You can literally copy and paste this. The point isn't to be a poet, it's just about making a real, authentic connection right now. Seriously, that's it. 30 seconds. That's less time than it takes to scroll through a couple of posts. It's the time it takes for a red light to turn green. And in those 30 seconds, you could absolutely make someone's entire week, maybe even their month.
So, here's the final challenge. Let's do it. Let's make a Random Tuesday legendary. Or, whatever day it is you're watching this. Make it legendary for someone. So, who are you going to thank today?
This is Gratitude Space Radio. Thanks for being here.
Share the love, listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And explore more at gratitudespace.com.